The Ohio River, a historical humans production. The Ohio River is a 981-mile long, or 1,579 kilometer long, river that is oftentimes referred to as the boundary between the Midwestern United States and the South. It flows west from Pennsylvania, beginning at the confluence of the Allegheny River and the Monongahela Rivers. It continues its flow along the border of 6 states: Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, and Illinois, before it eventually empties into the Mississippi River at the corner of Illinois, Kentucky, and Missouri. The name Ohio comes from the Seneca Ohio, which means good river. After the French and Indian War, Britain divided the Trans-Appalachian Indian Reserve in half, giving the lands to the south to the colonists, while the indigenous populations gained the lands to the north. Later, in the 18th century, the river served as a boundary for the Northwest Territory. The natives to this region utilized the river as a transportation thoroughfare, often used the river for travel and for trade. The Ohio River Valley was home to the Hopewell mound-building civilization. The first European explorations of the river and the surrounding region happened in the last half of the 17th century. Abraham Wood undertook trans-Appalachian expeditions between 1654 and 1664. Frenchman Robert de La Salle explored Ohio in 1669. 2 further British explorations took place: the Batts and Fallam expedition of 1671 and the Needham and Arthur expedition of 1673. After European settlement, the river became a major travel route as pioneers would travel westward from Pennsylvania. Many of those same pioneers would then go north from the Ohio River into the Mississippi to St. Louis, or some would continue further north towards the Missouri River. River pirates often harassed travelers as they journeyed west. One of the most notable of these river pirates was Samuel Mason, an American Revolutionary War veteran turned career criminal, who gained notoriety from his operations based out of Cave in Rock, Illinois. The use of the Ohio as a major trade corridor is one of the reasons it gained such prominence in American history. The trek over the Appalachian Mountains was a long and treacherous journey and would be difficult to do so in scale when carrying produced goods. The Ohio provided access to the Mississippi and eventually New Orleans and the Gulf of Mexico. This is one of the major catalysts for the Louisiana Purchase, gaining access to New Orleans and the Gulf. This water-based trade also applied to before and during the American Civil War. The river formed a major barrier between the free states and the slave states. The expression "sold down the river" was based on slaves from the Upper South region, aka Kentucky, that were sold down the Ohio and the Mississippi to plantations in the Deep South. The river gained the biblical moniker of the River Jordan by slaves crossing it to escape to freedom via the Underground Railroad. It is estimated that thousands of former slaves made the dangerous journey across the Ohio to their freedom. In the modern day, the Ohio River has a reputation of being one of America's most polluted rivers. It still serves as a major shipping lane and has been dammed and deepened to accommodate modern freight ships. The 2 largest cities on the river are that of Pittsburgh, which is the origin of the river, and the Cincinnati. The river is even commemorated in both baseball stadiums in the 2 cities. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. Thank you for watching.